Welcome to our space of hope and inspiration, where faith is ignited and the Word of God meets us right where we are. Thank you for being here and for allowing us to walk with you. Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Imagine for a moment that you are walking in darkness. It's not just any darkness. It's the kind that seeps into the corners of your mind when the silence becomes too intense, when the phone doesn't ring, when the mirror seems to reflect an empty stare back at you. It's not just the absence of light. It's the feeling that you too have stopped shining. Perhaps today you woke up and, before even having breakfast, you were already carrying an invisible backpack. Unpaid bills, an awkward conversation you had yesterday, that call you didn't answer because you didn't have the energy, that project that remains stalled, that old wound that from time to time reopens without warning. And in the midst of all that, someone, perhaps in a song, a meme, a verse, tells you, you are the light of the world. And you honestly think, me? Light? Really? Because sometimes you can't even turn on the lamp in your own emotional room. But here's what no one tells you. Light isn't born from the absence of darkness. It's born in the midst of it. The sun doesn't choose to rise only on clear days. In fact, its presence is more necessary and more impactful when the sky is overcast, when the storm raged all night, and the world seems to be on forced pause. Jesus didn't say, "You will be the light of the world when you have everything under control." He didn't say, "You will be the light when you have healed your entire past." Nor did he say, "You will be the light when you no longer feel anxiety, doubt, or weariness." He said, "You are the light of the world." Present, already, now, even with the dark circles under your eyes, even with the unedited mistakes, even with that part of you that still doesn't understand why God allows certain losses, certain unexpected turns, certain silences that hurt more than a scream. And do you know why? Because light isn't perfection. It's presence. It's not constant intensity. It's fidelity to the flame. It's not never going out. It's learning to rekindle again and again with the breath of hope, of purpose, of remembering who you are beyond what you did or didn't do. Let's tell the following fictional story. Let's meet Laura, who worked as a teacher in a public school. During the pandemic, she lost her husband. Not from the virus, no. From a heart attack, an ordinary morning that became irreversible in minutes. For months, she didn't leave her room. Not from clinical depression, although there were dark days, but from emotional overload, as if her body had decided, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to disconnect for a while. One day, her 9-year-old daughter left her a note on her pillow. It read, "Mom, when are you going to laugh again? Not so you're happy all the time. I just want to hear your laugh again. It makes me feel safe." That sentence didn't heal her, but it did connect her with something bigger than her pain, her purpose. She didn't have to have all the answers. She didn't have to fake joy. But she could, with a trembling voice, read her a bedtime story. She could, with tired hands, make breakfast. She could, with teary eyes, tell her student who felt invisible, "I feel that way sometimes too. But today, here, you matter, and I'm with you." That woman wasn't a 10,000 lumen beacon. She was a candle. Small, flickering, but lit. And in a dark room, a candle is enough for someone to find their way. You don't need to light up the whole world, just the corner you're occupying today. The colleague who needs a word of encouragement. The child who seeks your eyes, not your perfect answer. The friend who doesn't ask for advice, just non-judgmental companionship. The stranger online who reads your comment and thinks, someone else understands. That is light. It's not spectacle. It's authenticity with intention. It's not artificial shine. It's transparency that allows others to see through you, even to find something of God. And here comes an uncomfortable but liberating truth. No one dims your light faster than you do when you compare it to others. You see someone with thousands of followers, a published book, a life that seems done, and you think, my voice doesn't matter. My story isn't epic enough. But light isn't measured in reach. It's measured in impact. A sincere phrase spoken at the right time can change a decision. A hug at the right moment can stop a dark thought. A short message, written from the heart, can be the anchor someone needs to keep from drifting away. When you choose to act from compassion, even when you're hurting, you activate brain circuits associated with resilience, belonging, and self-efficacy. You're not denying the pain. You're transcending it, acknowledging it, but not giving it control. And when you do that, something curious happens. You stop asking yourself, is it worth continuing? And you start asking yourself, who can I serve today with what I have? That question is the spark that reignites the flame. Now maybe you're thinking, but I already tried. I shared my light, and it was trampled. I was used. I was ignored. I was told I was too sensitive, too intense, too weird. And yes, sometimes light makes people uncomfortable, because it reveals, because it exposes what was hidden. Because when you choose to live with integrity, with tenderness, with truth, you make others feel the need to examine their own shadows. And not everyone is ready for that, but listen carefully. Being light doesn't mean everyone loves you. It means you no longer need them to love you to know who you are. You are not your boss's opinion. You are not the no you were given. You are not the number in your bank account. You are not the medical diagnosis. You are not the mistake from 3 years ago that still haunts you at night. You are light, not because you are infallible, but because, despite everything, you choose to keep believing, even with doubts, even with fear, even with open wounds. And that light, it is not meant to be hidden. Jesus said it with a powerful image. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. He didn't say, a city hidden in a valley with closed curtains. No, a city on high, visible, inevitable, not out of arrogance. Not because of location, not by design. God didn't put you in this time, in this family, in this profession, in this pain, so that you would camouflage yourself. He put you there so that from your unique place, you would shine. Perhaps your light is the patience with which you listen. Perhaps it is the creativity with which you solve problems. Perhaps it's the way you forgive. Not because you forget, but because you choose not to chain yourself to the past. Perhaps it's that contagious laughter that appears even after the crisis. Perhaps it's your attentive silence when everyone wants to talk. Don't underestimate what seems small, because the entire universe began with a word. And your next word could be the beginning of something new, in you, in someone else, in a generation. If you felt dim today, allow yourself this. You don't need to be more. You just need to be you, with intention. Light a candle. Write that message. Make that call. Ask for help. Forgive yourself. Try again. Not to win applause, but because you are light. And light, by its very nature, cannot stop shining when it is allowed to shine. And if you need a place to remember this, a place where you won't be sold false promises of quick success, but where you'll be guided by truth, science, and faith, I invite you to visit Gokrip. There you won't find perfection. You'll find real people, real stories, real tools to keep burning bright, even when the wind blows strong, because you are not alone. And your light does matter, even more than you can imagine. If this message touched your heart, like it. Help others find it. Subscribe to Gokrip, a truth that not only inspires, transforms. Leave your prayer in the comments. We are praying for you. You are not alone.